Ryan Kelp here. Go ahead.
So what was your takeaway from this game and kind of the struggles that you had offensively again against Stanford?
Well, I mean, Stanford plays percentages. They pack the paint. They force you into your weaknesses. And I think they made Aerie really work to take, pull-up jumpers, which is a really hard shot. With congestion, it wasn't easy. I think that for us, we needed some other people to be able to score. I think when we're, getting Aerie to take, 24 shots is hard. It's hard because it's first of all, it's fatigue. It's hard to do that and to go press the ball the whole time. The other thing is just we need some other productivity. I think that Sam did a really good job staying aggressive, but I think with the way she played, we need to get her more than 9 shots. I think that they made us pay for the little mistakes, and we talked about that as a team. We don't think we played our best game, but they make you do that. They make you play ugly, and they make you play to your weaknesses. So I think that if we would have we were getting stops, but then we couldn't go score. So I think just the little things being a little more efficient. The free throw box that we missed leads to a 3. Then we had times in transition we fumble the ball. So all those little things, they're too good. Those little mistakes, they make you pay all the time. And I think we, forced them into some tough shots, but they forced us into really low percentage shots also. They're a good team.
How concerning is it that these last 2 games and you're getting towards March and you're relying so much on Aerie? And I know that was something you were hoping you didn't have to do this season. And what do you have to do to get those other players involved, like you mentioned?
A lot of them have to, step up and be productive. I think that, a lot of times, we're looking for Aerie or, Aerie sometimes is taking some quick shots. We just can't win that way. So I think there's a combination of things. People have to be aggressive. And then when you're aggressive, we gotta hit shots. I think Sam was hot. We kept on looking for a first half, but then I think, we got to get Kate a little bit more touches, which is hard because they're bigger inside. So we were trying, they were blocking our shots. It was hard for the post. I think that, probably a more aggressive, Helena Pollo in 29 minutes, 3 shots, but some of that's when they're open, they got to take the shots. They got to look for them because they spread the floor. So I think a combination of running offense a little faster, not taking quick shots in 15 seconds, and being aggressive. We have to.
And it seems like you did find a groove there when you were running Aerie off the ball a little bit. Is that something also that you can see yourself doing a little bit more moving forward?
Not if we can't execute when we do that. So sometimes we do that, it works, but then sometimes we have a tough time executing when I do that. So it's sometimes a catch-22. I think Shayna gave good minutes, but it was really difficult to play Shayna and Bendu together because then they're just really heavy in the paint. So sometimes that's hard. So, trying to play Shayna at the 1 with 2 shooters, and it's good to run Aerie off the ball a little bit, but just finding the right combinations with certain lineups that we had tough time scoring and a tough time defending. So I think that we just have to play better. We can't beat the number 4 team in the country and shoot 24% from the 3. And I mean, if you look at our 2-point field goals, 31% from the 2, those are, you can't beat a good team like that. And then 9 for 14 from the free throw line. We have to be, 10 for 21. We have to be 25 for 50. It's just, or 25 for 55. We need to shoot around 40% from the 2. 38% from the 3, and we need to be 85% from the free throw to beat a good team. We can't have these stats to beat a good team.
Michelle Smith, go ahead. Michelle, you're on mute again.
I got you. It's all confusing up here at the top of the bleachers. Adia, playing them late in the season, how beneficial is it to see exactly how far of a gap you need to close in the next 10 days or so? I mean, if you're going to want to win a tourney title, you may have to go through them, and to play them this late and see what level they're playing at and what level you guys need to play at. How helpful is that?
Very helpful. I think, us hitting some more shots, minimizing a couple of our mental mistakes, like going under on shooters. I mean, that's the difference in the game. So I think cutting down those mental mistakes, I think we can play with anybody. I think they're capable. I think we showed at periods we can beat them. But they're really good. We have to play well. We can't have a lot of mental mistakes and little lapses or lulls of 5-6 minutes without scoring. So I think that we have to catch our stride. Our last 2 games have not been the best, but Stanford's really good. They're like an offensive machine. They have size inside and athleticism. So we have to be able to shoot the ball, and we have to be able to box out and stop the ball in transition. Those were some of the areas that we struggled in tonight. And when you don't do those things, they make you pay. And luckily, they were only 36% from the three because they've missed some 3-point shots that they typically make. So we just have to play better to beat the Stanfords. We may be okay in the Pac-12 beating the lower teams with these stats, but we don't beat the number 4 team in the country, which I think Stanford's even better than that. We don't beat a team like that with the performance we played. But I thought defensively we were solid at times. It's just the mistakes, and I think certain lineups really struggled. But we're capable of playing better. Aerie doesn't usually miss. She doesn't usually go 0 for 6 from the 3 and doesn't usually miss so many shots.
Everyone.
So, just got to play better.
Coffee Morales?
Thanks, Dia.
With Helena and Shayna, is it a confidence thing or lack of experience thing with them right now? It just seems like they're at one point Helena passed up an open 3-pointer late in the game. Can you comment about their confidence right now, their confidence level?
I mean, Helena should be confident. She's one of our best 3-point shooters. She's shooting over 40% from the 3, so she should be confident just with that. I don't know why there's hesitation. I thought she was doing really well on the boards, got some tough boards. I know her and Sam collided, but Sam and Helena have to be aggressive for us to win games. They spread the floor. They're great shooters. Helena's more than the shooter. She attacked the basket, finds people. We need her to be aggressive. But I thought that she was able to do other things. I mean, for her to have 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, no turnovers wasn't bad. But in a game like this where they congest the paint, we have to have her hit shots to just loosen them up. So I don't know if it's a confidence or maybe just she didn't feel good at that moment, but she needs to feel good because we need her to shoot. And I think Shayna just getting into a rhythm. I think, just running the team when she's in the game. We want to make sure we need to not hold the ball so much. But we're talking that we're working with Shayna on that. And I don't think she played bad. I think just some of the lineups and it was just difficult today. We just needed more shooting on the floor.
And you guys have still won 7 of your last 8 games. You're going to finish second in the Pac-12, it looks like. And you played Stanford more competitive. Yet you feel kind of that you guys can do a lot more. What does that say about the program, how far that's gone at this point in the season?
Well, we've gotten better. We definitely are better from the last time we played Stanford, but we're not where we need to be. So we know we're capable of playing better. We know we're capable of doing more, and our expectations and standards are high. When I look at the stat sheet, I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with getting out rebounded in the second half. I'm not happy with shooting 24% from the 3 or 31% from the 2. That's not what we do. 9 for 14 from free throws. You can't beat good teams like that. And when I look at the stat sheet, the thing I am happy with is, turnovers, forcing them to 16 turnovers. I think that's good. Keeping them at 36%, could have done a little bit better. But there are some bright spots in this, but, the glaring things to me are points in the paint, 24-10. They have 9 second chance points, 6 fast break points. We don't usually give up fast break points. So those little things, and it was points in the paint off Lexi curling, getting to the rim. It was back cuts. It was post play. So, the mental part, the mental things I'm not satisfied with. Like, for instance, they're in the bonus. We can't foul, 30 feet from the basket. Like, those are the small things that matter. And those are discipline things. So we just have to get better and smarter. And we will. We're not going to play like this. We'll play better. But Stanford's also really good, and they made us play bad.
Jay Gonzalez?
You guys still have another game against ASU to get ready for the tournament and stuff. So how do you, with so much that was at stake at this game, what do you do as a coach to make sure that there's not a hangover to this and that the players are right for, getting set to, take on ASU and then go to the tournament?
Yeah. So for me, I don't think there's a lot at stake for the game. I think there was a lot at stake today. This was a big game, but for me, like ASU, this game we should win. But it is your rival, and it's games against your rival. There's a lot. If you look across the country, there's a lot of upsets. But I think that if we are the team we're supposed to be, that's a game we should win. Is it hard? Yeah. Is it there? Yeah. But everything's hard this time of year. So I think that we have to play better. We have to shoot the ball better. We have to finish better. We can't have the mental mistakes. And I think we should win the game. And I told the team we didn't have the pressure. Like, this is uncharted territory for us. If we could have won tonight, we had a chance to win the conference. But if not, we probably will have opportunity to face Stanford again in the Pac-12 tournament. So we were going to finish second, if we take care of business and beat ASU. And I think we've worked really hard to get where we're at. I mean, if you look a couple of years ago, we were chosen to finish last. So I think we've came such a long way. So it wasn't our pressure. It was a little bit more pressure on them because they had, they won multiple times. So to stay on top is really hard. I wish we would have just performed a little bit better. But I guess what I'm happy about with our team is we fought. We didn't give up. We were going. We were playing hard. Things weren't falling. We were making mistakes, but we were trying. And I think that's the thing. They were playing with passion and, didn't hang their heads when we took punches. So those are things I'm proud about because that's who we are and that's my team,
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, thanks everybody.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. We got Ari McDonald here. We use the raise hand function. Can you guys hear us?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I might not be able to hear you guys. Can you guys hear us?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, there we go. Okay, Jake Gonzalez, go ahead.
Ari, it appeared somewhere around the second quarter, maybe late in the second quarter, that they just kind of started to, I don't know if it was play better defense. It was you guys had a tough time getting shots. Did you see that at that point and it just kind of continued the rest of the game?
Yeah, I did see that. I just kept trying to communicate to my teammates, but I mean, that's the difference between experienced teams and just okay teams. I mean, we got to learn.
Wait a minute, you're better than okay team, so you give yourself a little more credit than that. But was there something noticeable that they started doing differently at that point?
They were hustling more. They were getting 50-50 balls, but I mean, I'm proud of my teammates. They didn't back down, but definitely we do have to adjust and we just have to see how our opponents are playing us.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Michelle Smith, go ahead. Michelle?
Unmute, sorry, the mask. If Stanford is in now the standard bearer in this league, having clinched the title tonight, what do you guys have to do in the next 2 weeks to close that gap with them to win a tournament title?
Got to get better. Work on a little things. Go back and watch film. There's a lot of basketball to be played, but work on free throws, rebounding, and giving up free throw box outs, just the little things. So I mean, I'm not worried at all. I'm proud of the fight of my teammates, but definitely we have to get better every day.
Hey, Kelly, go ahead.
Ari, just how frustrating was it to miss your first 7 shots tonight? Obviously a game where you guys are fighting for your first ever conference title and you want to get off to that hot start and it just didn't happen.
It's not frustrating at all. Great players have amnesia. If I miss 7 shots, I'm going to keep shooting. I'm pretty sure my coaches and my teammates are backing me up and tell me to keep shooting. But down the stretch, I start to get hot and I start to feel it. But I'm going to keep shooting.
And what do you have to do to get kind of Helena involved? She just hasn't really taken a lot of shots lately, and she's obviously another one that can help this team from the outside. How do you help her get that confidence to pull the trigger?
Just tell her to keep shooting. I do that every day. I tell Helena, hey, just keep shooting. Like, no one's going to get mad at you if you miss or you feel like you're shooting too much. Like, you have the green light and you're one of our best shooters, if not the best. So just keep shooting. So I'm definitely going to keep talking to her and just giving her words of encouragement.
Any more questions for Ari? Ryan, go ahead.
What makes Stanford so tough defensively?
They play solid team defense and they play percentages. So as you've seen, they were sagging off a lot of my teammates and just doubling. So I mean, they're a really smart team, coached by one of the best coaches in the country. So I mean, they just play solid in percentages, which is hard. But I mean, it kind of messes with people's minds. So I mean, definitely got to encourage my teammates to get up more shots.
And you had a couple baskets there when you came off a screen. I mean, what do you like about when you guys run those actions?
It gets us movement. It doesn't make us stagnant where I have to hold the ball and just dribble. It definitely gets us moving. And I draw a lot of attention. So if I don't have a shot, my teammates are open. So, I mean, I definitely like the movement.
Michelle Smith?
Oh, make sure I'm off mute. Ari, when you guys, they kind of held you at arm's length for a lot of that last couple of quarters, 12 points. It seemed like you guys kind of couldn't get off that spot. what could you have done to make a better push at them?
Just convert. We were getting stops at times. We just couldn't convert on offensive end. And also just, you know, at the free throw, we missed the free throw line box out. They missed it, got it back, kick out 3. Those are the little things that like add up. So, I mean, we just got to convert. That's it. And just focus.
Thank you.
Javier Morales?
Hey, Ari, I got disconnected earlier, so I'm sorry if this was asked before. You missed your first 7 shots. Seemed like they collapsed when you went to the lane. I mean, how difficult was it to get on track? And you ended up with more than 20 points. So what are your thoughts about your performance?
I mean, I have high expectations of myself. So, I mean, I think I did okay. Gotta get back in the gym, keep shooting more. But, you know, playing against a taller team, you got to adjust. And I think I've done that. I drew fouls and, you know, my mid-range was working. So I try to do what was working and just got to get back to shooting more.
And then your thoughts about, you know, ASU on Sunday, what do you guys want to accomplish in that game, obviously, other than a win heading into the conference tournament?
Yeah, just getting better at rebounding, taking care of the ball and just, you know, making sure we're playing solid and we're focused for 40 minutes. You know, there's a lot of basketball left to be played. And once we keep getting better, I mean, I think that, honestly, we're playing good at the right time. So, I mean, just got to keep getting better and focus. And obviously, we're looking for a win.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.